Hi everyone, this is a replay commentary from the Shogun 2 Summer Cup on the RepublicArena forum. This is a best of three from round one, played between Soarve and Mishelka, to be precise. And Soarve here is on my left in the purplish banners, and Mishelka on my right with the black and purple banners. The map they played on is Waterfalls. I'm not sure who picked it, but it shouldn't matter. And we have a Sword Dojo, a Shrine, and a Farmhouse. So I think naturally both players will tend to go between the Shrine and the Sword Dojo as they are more important. To go over the builds real quick, so Soarve plays with a balanced build, I would say, although it does have a heavy spear component. So he does have two Nagi Warrior Monks, rank 6. He has two Naginata Samurai, rank 9 with Banzai, very strong. And he has two Nodachi, as well as a Matchlock Ashigaru, and also pretty balanced calf component with 3 heavy calf and 3 light calf. And he does have a leadership general. Mishelka has a full Nagi Warrior Monk built as his main component, 4 of them on rank 6. Also a Matchlock Ashigaru, as well as 2 bow calf, rank 3 with extra ammo. 4 light calf, a fire calf, a Yari Samurai rank 2, and a melee general. So as you can see, both players going for the upper side of the map, which is how players usually play, but Mishelka will have to be much more cautious in the way that he plays, because he does have these 2 bow calves that he has to make pay for themselves before it's too late. So Mishelka profits from a longer, more drawn-out game, whereas Soarve really has to go in. He doesn't want to waste any time playing against 2 Bocaf. Although I don't know why they didn't fire yet. I think he was a bit too scared of the matchlocks. So they're taking pop shots now against these matchlock Ashigaru, making some good damage, which is nice. Both are sending a smaller component of their army to the shrine. So here we have the standoff of attendants and Nagi warrior monks. Rank 6 versus rank 6. Let's see if they have the same stats. 12, 17, 20, and 14, 15, 20. Very interesting. So I think Mishelka is playing with the... Yeah, I'm not sure if he has Renyo's teachings, but he's definitely playing with the +2 attack retainer for the Nagi warrior monks. Although I think Soarve does play with Renyo and Mishelka doesn't, because that would explain the higher morale for Soarve. Anyway, I think Mishelka's Nagi warrior monks would beat those in a 1 versus 1. But anyway, so both are occupying the shrine and neutralizing it, which is good. Here we see some pop shots from the Matchlock Ashigaru from Mishelka, which Soarve is using as a cover to get closer with his Nodachi. Although I think these are going in a bit too early, because they will just get routed by these bulletproofs, which I didn't see earlier, actually. I didn't notice yet bulletproof. Very strong unit. They will just destroy these sword attendants. And at the same time, we see Soarve's calf not actually going in, fake charging. It's good that he's pulling back, because these Nagi warrior monks would fuck him up. Yeah, but the interesting part is whether or not these bow calves can do enough damage.
Shameful display!
So they're still firing at the Matchlock Ashigaru, who are having an attack order on the other Matchlock, which is great. But with the fire from the Bocaf, I think Soarve should lose this fight. And here we have the Nodachi going in against the Bulletproof Sam. The Bulletproof Sam should pull out, I think. There's no way they win this, or at least not in a cost-effective way. Here, I think they're going fully in. So we have... Oh no, Mishelka is pulling away his melee general, but Soarve is going in with his Nagi warrior monks. I don't really like this engagement, to be honest, from Soarve. I don't think he needs to engage here. I think he needs to push on the upper side because there's the bow calf, which is going to do too much damage in the long term. But here he could just defend and neutralize the shrine, especially against the melee general. You don't want to go in. But it's very messy here. It's hard to say what's happening with all the orders being given. Yari Samurai going in here. Yeah, but the Yari Sams are going to lose against Nagi Warrior Monks. So, on the other side, yeah, the Bulletproof Samurai is losing decisively to Nodachi. If I were Mishelka here, I would maybe at least use this Bulletproof as a blocker to get the Bokaf to shoot into these Nodachis, because they have really low armor and you could do a lot of damage here. I'm not sure that he needs the Bokaf here in the center, although they do have a great position. Let's see who they're targeting now. This is actually great as well, shooting Nodachi. So far the Bokaf is being used quite nicely. But here in the back we see the flanking force from Soarve going in with the fire calf, beating out the... No, it's the Yari calf from Soarve going against the fire calf, and Mishelka's melee general going in for the support. So I don't think this is going to work for Soarve either. Not really a big fan of the engagements so far he's taking on the flanks. I think here he's losing as well. But the problem is he does have these these units breaking through around the sword dojo, with the Bulletproof having just lost their fight, and now we see the rank 9 Nagi-Sams almost at full strength with the Nodachi just powering through here, and there's really no cover anymore from Mishelka. And there's still 2 unused calf that could be a real big problem for these bow calves. So yeah, I think Mishelka really needs to think about how to protect his cavalry in the late game. He needs some spear units left. I think that should be his main priority right now. To not go all in with his Nagi warrior monks. So now he has freed up all his calf in the back, which is great. That's one less thing to worry about. Now he has this Nagi warrior monk going in against Nodachi, which I don't think is a good idea. I think he needs to get this Nagi warrior monk back and just use it as a unit to retreat his bowcalf behind.
Our men are running from
especially with this match like Ashigaru now firing into the back of his own unit. He doesn't need to go in with this Nagi warrior monk. I think if he just pulls back and lets the match like Ashigaru kite, I think he's doing okay. And now he has the problem that he has to keep running away from this fire calf with his bow calves without ever really getting to fire them and utilizing them. Mishelka's melee general fighting against Nagi warrior monks, not a great idea, even though they have no penalty against spears. He should pull that out very quickly. And yeah, the Nagi warrior monks already routed against the Nodachi. That was really a waste of a unit. That was almost full strength when it was going in. And now as a result, the match like Ashigaru are also without protection, being routed by the fire calf rank 6. Which is by far the biggest problem for Mishelka. Like, how do you stop this fire calf? They also have 6 armor, so you can't really snipe them away with bow calf easily. It's just much too tanky, I think. And there's no bow dojo on the map, so you can't really refill ammunition either. Soarve's general in stand and fight being attacked by this fire calf. I think this is a bad decision from Mishelka. He does need this fire calf to go against Soarve's fire calf, sacrificing it for this general who is going to survive anyway.
Our men are running from the
not a good idea.
battlefield.
Now he's doing the right thing, pulling out. but 27 against 51 might already be not enough, to be honest. There's still a light cav as well, which is going to be a problem because of the speed. And Soarve at the same time going for the sword dojo, which is going to be a huge difference maker. Yeah, is there still a chance for Mishelka to get this? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think he would have to do a lot of things right with this melee general in combination with the fire cav. Maybe together those two units can do something against Soarve's fire cav. And then the bow cav has to do the rest and kill off the Nagi warrior monks and the Nodachi, which all have low armor, so that shouldn't be the problem. He just has to figure out how to deal with the cav. But this melee general just keeps being in fights for much too long. He has to pull them out earlier. The way you play with the melee generals, you charge in, maybe route the unit really quick if that's possible, and then get out, but you don't stay in prolonged fights. That's never a good idea. And now it's wavering and going to route soon. And even the fire cav has gotten in there.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Yeah, that's...
Shameful display!
I think that was a big mistake, like spending too many cav resources going against Nagi warrior monks, which is totally unnecessary. Like the way you kill these Nagi warrior monks is with the bow cav. They could have saved them a lot of horses and could actually have swung the game, I think, because there's not much left for Soarve here.
The men are fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
80 and 40 kills, they still have a lot of ammunition left, so it's not like he couldn't finish off all these infantry units. But I think at least the light cav from Soarve has died. Okay, let's fast forward this a little bit. I kind of want to see who he is sniping with this bow cav. Okay, he's going for the infantry units first, which is understandable because you want to get some kills on this bows, and you're not going to get them by firing at the fire cav. So it's maybe not a bad idea. And they have 6 attack, 2 defense. Yeah, they're not going to do much against the fire cav in melee. 25 attack, holy shit. I think that's because of the sword dojo. Yeah. And Soarve is playing this right, I think. He's not really chasing with his fire cav too much. He's keeping it in light formation and in the forest. Just using his infantry in the meantime to push him to the border of the map. And now he's dismounting them. What? What? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, again, I get it. It's a spear unit. But why? Now you're just less mobile. And you still have the same armor. It's not like you have more armor now. Yeah, you could still dismount them later. There was literally no reason to get rid of the horses. Well, anyway. Okay, let's speed this up. Some nice charges from the fire cav routing the wavering Nodachi. But yeah, this fire cav is very tired, so as long well, okay, maybe he gets one more charge, but I think he can't pull out for one more time without it routing. And also when they get exhausted, they also get lower morale, and then they're gone. Bow cav, 1500 kills. They probably have a third of their ammo left, if I had to guess. Which is enough to kill like the general and the Nagi Mongs, maybe the Fire Calf, but I don't think he has anything against Nagin, level 9 Nagi Sams with 9 armor. That's just not gonna happen. So, oh, now I have my debug cam is bugged out. Okay. Fast forward. He gets some more kills. And then he will have to suicide charge one of them.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
I'm thinking he could have gone for the general earlier. I mean, it wouldn't have an effect on the level 9 Nagi-Sams. They just have
Our
insane
men
morale,
are
but
running from the battlefield.
maybe some of the other units would have
Shameful
routed
display.
earlier. Let's see if you can at least get the gen. Balancing bar is going to 50-50, which is not realistic, but yeah, I think now he's out of ammo. Downhill charge against the Fire Calf, that's... Well, at least he got that. There's no other way to beat them, I guess. And Soarve also doing the right thing and retreating back into the forest. Mishelka could at least get the sword dojo back, I guess. And then dismount the bow calf and go full YOLO with dismounted swords. Okay, this one is still firing a little bit. Yeah, they're not going to do a lot of damage here in the forest. But I like that he's trying to make the best of it, just to get a good result. And it was a close game. I just think some of the engagements with the calf that Mishelka took weren't really that wise. It's definitely a game that he could have won, I think. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, that was game one. I'm going to do a quick break. And since it was the best of 3, there's going to be at least one more. So I'm going to see you there. Welcome to game 2 of Soarve against Mishelka. We are on rice fields with a shrine, an archery dojo, and a farmhouse. Things tend to happen really quickly on this map, so let's slow it down again to have a look at the armies. Once again with Soarve we have only one matchlock, but a samurai this time. And he does have an odd mix of lots of different melee units. So he has a Nodachi, rank 2, Nagi Warrior Monk, rank 4, Katana Sam, rank 7, interestingly, a Katana Sam, rank 5, and a Nodachi, rank 2. I think he again has 6 calf, so 3 heavy calf and 3 light calf with a leadership general. Mishelka has something quite similar, I think. He has Lone Swords, rank 9, Nodachi rank 5, Nodachi rank 4, Nodachi rank 5, Lone Sword level 9, so 4 heavy swords, and flanking force of 2 Yari-Sam. However, with I think a weaker calf, or at least we can't see the full calf force. So he has a Yari calf rank 5, Yari calf rank 5, and 1 light calf, 2 light calf, and a melee general. Maybe he has something hidden, maybe not. I'm not sure, to be honest. But the interesting thing is, although Mishelka does have a melee general and Soarve has a leadership general, they both have the identical melee stats in attack and defense. So 26-18 and 26-18. That shouldn't really be possible. because the only way you get a leadership general to 2618 is by using the legendary retainers, which give, I think, plus 10 attack and maybe plus 10 defense. Yeah, I think also plus 10 defense. And in the rule set, these retainers, all legendary retainers, are not allowed. So I think Soarve broke the rules with this one. But there was no complaint filed. That's just something that I just noticed. But yeah, keep in mind for everyone who is playing, no use of legendary retainers. That's quite important because otherwise your opponent may file a complaint and then the result will not be counted. But anyway, let's just keep going. Both players obviously trying to go for the shrine, as that will be the most important dojo, especially for Soarve, who especially for Mishelka, who does have a melee general. And yeah, otherwise we're in a pretty standoffish situation. I forgot to mention the matchlocks from Mishelka. He does have 3 matchlocks, although all 3 of them Ashigaru. I kind of like matchlocks on rice fields, but it's really difficult to make them pay after the first volley because Calf is so mobile here, and they really can harass your matchlocks really hard. But anyway, so we have some Calf engagements going on. Yari Calf going in from Mishelka against Yari Calf and Light Calf, although with Yari Sam support, so I think Mishelka should win this. I think there was a little pull through here against the Yari Calf. At least looked like it. So Soarve getting out of here. Here we have chargers again, Calf versus Calf. We have the melee gen and the Yari Calf with some lower level heavy and light Calf from Soarve. Again, same game here with Yari Seb support. So very good from Mishelka, I think. Here we have Nodachi against Lone Sword, although they had protection from Nugget Tenants, who took the blunt of the charge, I think. And also Soarve really popped the Banzai really early, which is not something I agree with. Some people do to get a higher charge bonus, but I think the charge bonus is already insanely high. You don't need it, so you might as well save the Nodachi for when they are wavering. But yeah, I think unless there's some funky morale stuff going on, I think these lone swords should beat the Nodachi in a long fight. Here, I don't like what Mishelka is doing here. He doesn't need. I mean, he has 3 matchlocks. Yes, they're cheap matchlocks, but he has 3 matchlocks against 1 matchlock. Why do you need a light calf as a meat shield? It's so expensive. Like that entire meat shield is costs about as much as this matchlock. So why not just go with 2 matchlocks against 1, give attack orders, and just give him the first volley? But throwing away a light calf here, I think, is just a waste of money. He could just attack without it, and they're not going to do much anyway. So now this matchlock needs to push up, get some shots in. Not sure if he's doing that. And here he gets a nice charge into the Katana Sams. But it's in the forest and they have high armor, so he's going to do a lot of damage, but it's not going to be catastrophic. Here the calf fight. Let's see, did the general die? I thought Mishelka's general was in here somewhere. I think his general might have died. Huh. And I think Soarve's general is not on horseback, so he went into stand and fight, mid-fight. That's good, I think. Yeah, these Yari Sams are going to deal with this Yari Calf really nicely. So Soarve needs to pull out here. Also, one of them is on level 9, so that's pretty good. He definitely needs to save this unit. But I didn't notice the general dying. That's going to be a huge problem. And neither of the players are controlling the shrine. Let's have a look at the engagement in the middle. Frontal charge. Nodachi against Katana Sam. Oh no, the Nodachi didn't have a charge order. They just ran into them. Okay, that's a problem. I think now these Nodachi are going to lose to the Katana Sam. Here we have Nodachi against Bulletproof. I didn't get the charge, but yeah. Well-timed Banzai from Mishelka, so they should hold. And yeah. Now he has the problem that his matchlock Ashigaru don't really have line of sight because as we are on a flat map, you can't really shoot over the heads of your friendly units, which you can do on other maps. Nice flanking shots here though. Into the blob from the matchlock Ash. But I'm just not sure if he has enough to cover his center. Those are 4 units with weak morale. All of them Ashigaru, and there's some calf in the back. Soarve got the Yarikav out, so still a half-strength level 9 Yarikav on the fields with very little tools to deal with that, aside from the matchlocks who need to focus fire his calf at this point, I think. And there's really no way to stop these units from coming around into the back of Mishelka. Here, there are still Nodachis from Mishelka. However, they're kind of without an opponent here, with nothing he could charge except for the general, which he probably should be doing right now. At least it buys his matchlock some more time, as the calf is now going after the Nodachi. But yeah, in the center, Mishelka got his lone swords in against Nodachi and Bulletproof, which is really good. They should hold, I think. But I think what he also needs to do is get this Yari Ash and push it into this blob in this beer wall. He just needs to get them active and be part of the game instead of just standing there and looking threatening. And since they're all such low morale with the general having died, even small movements like a flanking sword attendant can really fuck up this Ashigaru center. That's a problem for Mishelka, definitely. Matchlock Sam's still alive as well. They're having a field day shooting at Long Yari. Very cost effective. These are going to be already on 100 kills. And with Nagi Warrior Monk still on the field, who could potentially pop War Cry, I just can't see a scenario where Mishelka can keep his units together without a mass rout. I think this game is going to be over very quickly. These 2 units are not active anymore on the battlefield. They're just chasing a general who's who's getting the fuck out of there. And I think this is over, to be honest. Yeah, the center just melted away. And all it took was a matchlock Sam and a flanking sword attendant. But yeah, let's have a look at the end results. So this means it's 2-0 to Soarve, who is going to move forward to round 2, and Mishelka is going down into the lower bracket, where he will have a second chance to fight back into the tournament. Yeah, let's have a look. The swords and the bulletproof especially performed well. The bulletproof, I think, got most of his kills against swords even, so that's very impressive. 124 kills. Rank 9 Yarikav, 107. I think the army composition just made a little more sense, and that Soarve had a very clear plan that he was going to be aggressive, and Mishelka had a more balanced build, but he didn't have the morale to back it up. So he had an Ashigaru core with a melee general, which is hard to pull off. I think if Mishelka went for a leader gen, this game would have looked very differently. And yes, Soarve broke the rules, which isn't great, but I think even without it. If Mishelka plays with a leadership gen, I think he gets a much better result. Yeah, the lone sword's not performing, but I think that's all just down to morale. Like the units just didn't hold for long enough to do the appropriate amount of damage. Match like Ash with 2 kills. That's a pity. Also Long Yari. Long Yari are such elite units. They regularly get like over 100 kills, and he had them in the center, not being really involved, which also cost him a lot. So anyway, congrats to Soarve, and please mind the rules for round 2. And see you next time. Thank you for watching.